Run right through him.
He's going to take off with it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun on third down, Murray. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check 3. Hey, orbit. Check out 3. Hard.
From the gun, Arnold. He dumps it off to Barkley. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 17 yards and a Giant first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On first down, Arnold. This will be caught by Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Got his man, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. Murray now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's go.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Let's go, brother. On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
Exit.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Check 13. Check 13. Get it.
Here's Blunt. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Here we go. 15, Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. Now.
On 1st and 10, Arnold. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Got it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it here with Blunt. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield. The 49.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Arnold. He's got his man. This is Tate. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Well, that's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Throwing on first down. Arnold got a man. It's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Well, this is how you shape the thought. To that interception on the last drive, you come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Watch 80 weapons. Watch the shot. Go.
On first down, Barkley. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. You're out. Check 26. Check 26. Ready to go.
Operating from the gun. Arnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen.
And the pressure gets to him again. The linebacker, Jordan Hicks, flying in there for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Get ready. Get ready.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray flushed out right. He'll run it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down. First down, Murray. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Shotgun now from Murray. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree.
Hey, let's go. Intercepted. All day, baby. Let's get this.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On first down, Arnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Eric Berry, the safety, comes flying in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Yep. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. From the gun, Arnold steps away. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Rosas puts this one through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
This is fielded at the goal line. Spins past him. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. Murray now on 1st down. It's Williams on the catch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Johnson. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. On second down, it's Drake. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 16. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
He finds Matthews. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Demir Bird, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Alpha.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check him. Check him. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on. 34's the mic.
Yeah.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Jones hit and the ball's out. But I believe the Giants got this back and they will hold on to the possession. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones throwing the out route and complete. That's Brown.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Ready up.
Come on. 58. Come on. Here we go.
Hey, Charlie. 5.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here now, Johnny Townsend. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dexter Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He gets it to Matthews, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Murray now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
That ball complete to Isabella. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll come out in the pistol. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll roll him out right. close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's fourth.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting this sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. It's hauled in by Shepard. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now blowing. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, check right 34.
Ready?
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Dancing to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Ready. 30 base.
Check in. Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Hey, Echo.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, Delta. Get it.
Throwing again. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And now Peterson, not exactly sure what happened there defensively, but he's still down. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Giants on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Now Jones finds his target. It's Gates. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Jones now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Gates with a grab. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check 15. Bravo. 5.
Throwing Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Now Jones operating from the gun. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man.